Hello, I'm in Peter Tombleson's garden, and this morning we have cut down a lot of laurel, and because it was and there's a tree there, we're cutting down some branches of that. Peter's done that with the saw. He wants more light in his garden, and there's a prickly thing that you can see the debris there, and he's got this lovely machine that's a chipper, so he's chipping it all up and he's going to put it in a green bin, and it's going to be taken away by the council. And there's a few there's a compost bin which doesn't get used much, and there's the chipper on the left. Okay, here we go. Here's Peter. He was just describing to us, he's got two fig trees. There's one and there's the other one. They're massive and there's a few figs on there, but we want to cut that back, don't we, Peter?
We do, yeah.
So we want to prune them, and we want to win, because I mean, if you left it for another few years, all this undergrowth would actually be going into your kitchen and invading your house. But you know, you're a bit hesitant about pruning things. I'll tell you who used to be like you is our friend Cosmos Charles. He didn't used to, yeah.
I can't imagine Cos.
And he had in Bargery Road, he had this kind of...
But he's always so... I mean, right now he's very sort of slick and
yeah,
everything's minimalistic. Isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's this new Cos, but the old Cos, he had this long, thin garden in Bargery Road, and if he'd been left to it, that the both sides would have met in the middle, because he was very hesitant about pruning it. And I used to come round and be very severe with the pruning.
Yeah,
and he would moan for a day or two that I'd wrecked his garden, but then he would see the sense in it, and his family would all kind of come round to it as well. And anyway, so those fig trees, they're going to get pruned, are they, Peter?
Actually, Simon, can you sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Would you mind very much moving that metal thing there?
Yeah, sure.
It's not very stable. I'm a bit worried it might fall on you.
All right, okay. Yes, Peter, I will move it. If you're worried about it, I'll move it.
Yes, it's for birds.
It's for birds, yes.
And you're not a bird, and you wouldn't want it on top of you.
Yeah, okay.
Birds go on top of it. You don't want it on top of it.
Yeah, so you're fearing an accident. Okay.
Well, in the wind, I saw it wobbling around quite a lot.
Okay.
So.
And behind Peter is a brick
to...
wall, and that is Peter's responsibility, and it's pretty fragile, and I can see a day when it'll fall down. But at that stage,
the
Peter,
owner built it.
The previous owner built it, did he?
Yeah.
What a clever man he must have been.
Apparently late at night as well.
Did he?
Up late at
building
the
a wall.
Small hours. Building his wall.
Yeah, I mean that wall. So, okay.
So the neighbours tell me.
So, okay. Well,
at the time, not now.
I mean that.
They've all moved now.
It looks okay, the wall, but it's single brick width depth. So, I mean, it's looking a bit weak. And
It is.
I didn't tell you, Peter, but when I was pulling the laurel away after cutting it
wobbled, did it?
Well, it wobbled a bit, and a couple of bricks fell down. Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't tell you about that because I didn't want to worry you. So,
oh, did you see that huge bird?
It was a pigeon, wasn't it?
It was a dove, yeah.
A duck.
Dove.
A dove. Okay.
Yeah, dove.
Okay, you call it a dove. I call it a pigeon. Okay.
Simon.
Yes.
The metal thing.
Move it. Okay, I will move it, Peter.
Please.
Anyway, thank you very much for sharing that with us, Peter. Your views on gardening and stuff. I mean, did you? And you didn't have a garden before when you used to live near the Horniman. You lived in a block of flats, didn't you?
We were in a 2-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
We had fabulous views over the city. It's a lovely place to live.
Yeah, yeah.
and we could go and play tennis in the Hall and the Gardens,
Okay.
which you can't do anymore.
Why not?
They turned the tennis courts into something else.
Okay. That's the thing
Very
about
sad, very sad.
tennis courts. I mean, they have to be maintained, and it probably costs you a lot of money. You know, and they're different surfaces. I mean, in the old days, it used to be just grass, didn't it?
They had 2 hard courts there, and they were in reasonable condition. Tennis courts don't really cost a lot to maintain.
But what surface did they have? Can you
Just
remember?
2 hard courts.
Hard.
Concrete. No,
Concrete,
normal,
okay.
Normal hard courts.
Okay.
Well, I assume it's tarmac or whatever hard courts
Well,
are made of.
I think maybe at some stage, somebody said it would cost you many thousands of pounds to restore and to bring up to date, and somebody else decided to get rid of them,
Possibly.
and that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's happened at Beckenham Place Park. You know, there's no tennis courts there now.
Did they used to be?
There used to be
Yeah.
at least 2 sort of fairly clapped out asphalt surface.
I think what the council have done with tennis courts at Ladywell
Yeah,
Park,
yeah.
it's very, very good.
I mean, there's
They're first class tennis courts.
and how many
coaches
courts
there.
are there now? There's about 8 or so.
I think it's 4 hard. Oh,
There's more than that.
4 or 5 hard courts.
Well, they're all hard. They're all state of the art. They're good.
4 hard. Yeah.
I think there's
Don't mess with those tennis courts.
I think there's more than 4, Peter. I think it's more like 6 or 8.
No.
Okay. Well, I can remember in Ladywell Park
Might be 5, but it's no more
When
than
they
that.
were-
No more than that.
there were just grass courts there, and you know, grass courts take a lot of maintaining. You know, you've got to have people willing to cut the grass and
Yeah. There's a
mark it
tennis
out and
court.
stuff.
I don't know if the court's still there, but it was by the Bowls Club near across the river
Okay.
in Ladywell Park, and it was just across the river.
What on the Catford end?
Yeah, near Catford.
I
near
think
us.
I think that is still there.
I think it might still be there.
There might be 2,
Yes,
courts.
there were 2 courts there.
and they were next to the
Bowls Club.
bowling green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bowling Green.
which is still going.
It's still going, but the
Yeah.
tennis court, unfortunately, is in disrepair.
Yeah.
And the council obviously didn't see fit to keep that one going.
Yeah, I mean,
Understandable.
yeah,
But-
yeah. I think it's still there, but it's a bit clapped out, you know.
Yeah.
But you know,
I think it's tennis is seen as an elitist sport, and
Yeah.
if you take the tennis courts away so local people can't play there, then it becomes even more elitist.
yeah,
So I think it's very sad because it's such a good game to play.
yeah. Okay. So you think that the Labour Council, Lewisham Council, which I mean, we don't have any Conservatives, do we? Not now. They're obsolete. They're extinct.
I've no idea. They don't really follow politics.
No, there aren't any in the whole borough.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Not a single Conservative.
So you're accusing Lewisham Borough of being elitist.
Not really, but no. I mean, they may have had completely other reasons for closing it. It wouldn't have been a paying prospect. Not many people played there, I don't think, or sometimes nobody came around to collect the money. So what did you do? You know.
But we're all agreed that Ladywell tennis courts are fantastic, and they're
very good,
recently
very good,
upgraded,
well maintained,
and well used, aren't they?
and there's a good booking system online.
Yeah,
it's
So
excellent.
it works.
Yeah,
It works. Yeah, yeah,
and more people there. But
yeah.
I mean, I think it's very sad that the adult courses and so on were all stopped under. That was under Ken Livingstone.
Oh, Ken, you're bringing in Ken.
Promoting a lot of those things. So.
Right.
So,
Anyway, Peter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the filming now. I'm not going to start talking about squash because I know you'll never stop. And thank